Good evening, guys. Locked and loaded. Hope everybody had a good day. Tuesday evening, March 3rd, 2026. Clark's going to be... It's a little bit cold, rainy evening. Clark's just letting it known he's going to make... He's going to let his presence be known. I'm in danger from the jump, guys. Danger from the jump. Appreciate everybody so much. Thanks to everybody for joining the live stream this week. Been a great week of streaming so far. Let's go, B-Wall. Number one, bro. How are you doing this evening? Not too much. I hope you're having a good night, man. A little cold and rainy. Stream is under siege currently. Smitty Warbin Jaegerman Jensen. Elena, what's good? How are you doing tonight, Elena? Thanks for joining. I'm going to type up our poll. No way. Homemade? No way. Lobster ravioli. With some, what kind of sauce? Vodka sauce? Marinara sauce? I haven't had the Costco special. What kind of sauce? Lobsters? Interesting. Lobster sauce. What, like the Chinese lobster sauce? Shrimp and lobster sauce? I did work at one of the restaurants I worked at, Cafe Galleria. That was probably the easiest special to sell, was the lobster ravioli in a vodka sauce. People eat that up. Shrimp ravioli and lobster sauce. Let's go. Well, it is a food I was typing up a food themed poll anyway, so right on the mark with that. Good luck preparing that. I'm sure it's going to turn out great. What was that? Nobody ever got that dish, Elena. That was a different... the shrimp with lobster sauce? Appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here tonight, guys. Dope stream so far tonight. I know it's early. It's only 3 minutes in, but B-Wall, I can't eat that anymore. Still typing up this poll. B-Wall always here. Let's go. Nobody's called you AWOL in a while. It's true. You've been present. No. Except when you show up and you're like, crazy story, but I'm alive. Right? Because that happens from time to time. No, Elena's always here. I bet she's here. No, never mind. I'm not starting any fights. We're not starting any fights tonight. I'm gonna avoid all fights. No fighting. No fighting, guys. Nachos. I'm still typing up our poll. We did preview this poll this morning. Shout out morning stream. Everybody here for the morning stream. You guys are the best. Dope week of streaming. Okay. Little bright. What is your favorite? Nachos, quesadillas, burritos, tacos. Who's Rylan? You, B-Wall? Couple sports stories to talk about tonight. Kyler Murray's going to get cut. We can figure out what squad he's going to. 2019 number 1 overall pick. Because we only got 4 options, B-Wall. You guys aren't even going to vote? It's fine. It's fine. You don't have to vote. Tortas? Elena? No. Nobody. People. I don't know. Somebody might. You never know. These polls surprise us. They're not even that small of a sample size. Some of them. I don't know. Tortas. You guys are like, add enchiladas, add chimichangas, add tortas, remove the other 3 options. Guys. Roman, what's good? Appreciate you being here tonight, Roman. You can keep your vote, B-Wall. Wow. That's why you're eating lobster mac and cheese tonight? Because you think tacos? What do you get from Taco Bell? I know, I mean, like... Roman, what's good? We're just chatting right now. I'm probably going to make a list later. What's good, Albin? How you been? How's your day going so far? Cardinals are going to cut Kyler Murray. So we'll see what squad he ends up. List for what, Roman? Roman, TBD. Maybe something sports related, most likely. It's just Burrito Bell for you. March Madness I think Selection Sunday is not until next Sunday. I think they still got to have like the conference tournaments and stuff. So, wrapping up the college basketball regular season this week. I think this is the last week of the regular season. I have had shawarma, but it's been a minute, Roman. Should that be an option? It's been a minute since I had the shawarma. B-Wall, when you say 3-7, was that was the score of the game today in spring training? Or is that, no, that's their spring training record. Okay. No, don't be concerned, B-Wall. It's spring training. It's spring training. You see, I didn't even realize they'd already played Sixers-Spurs game tonight, Helena. Probably the Spurs. Probably. But the NBA is fickle. You know, it's hard to tell with these sports. B-Wall saying handstand for the Spurs. You're not alone in that, B-Wall. You're not alone. Sixers Spurs coming up at 8 o'clock tonight. We'll follow that game. Yeah, B-Wall, I haven't really paid attention too much to this spring training so far. It's too bad Embiid is out for at least the next several games with an oblique injury. The Sixers are pretty distant. They're not really considered contenders right now in the East. I just looked at the standings. Good for you, B-Wall. That's not AI not going to be touching my draft. You know that? It's called using my own heuristics. Got my own heuristics up here. That's what we'll use. AI's doing your fantasy draft. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I haven't paid too much attention to the spring training so far. Phillies are 3-7, but they're not the worst team. They're not the worst team, and their run differential isn't terrible. They haven't scored too many runs. People were saying that. What's good, Akib? How you been, man? I don't appreciate you being here in the comment, but I don't really talk about politics on this channel. There are just other places you can go. So we keep this channel like a positive place. Ideally, I do my best. So you're not going to hear me speak on that stuff. But I appreciate the comment. Appreciate you being here. What's good, Anna? How's your night going? Why you got a spite pick? How you know what info are you feeding it, B-Wall? What info are you feeding the AI? Like what, my former squads? You feeding AI my former squad info, bro? Better not be. Yeah, it looks like Phils are. I mean, I think was hearing good things about Andrew Painter's performance. What do you mean, all of last year's data? All the matchup data and transactions. Cool. Cool. Did you. What kind of file did you download to upload that? Yeah, I hear you, Akib, and I'm not saying I'm never going to talk on that stuff, but just not right now. I mean, I got love for all people. I'm for peace, Akib. I'll say that. I am a peaceful person. I'm for peace. So we'll leave that there. I'm a peacemaker. Appreciate that, Kirsten. Spotify just showed back up. We only been live for like 11 minutes. What's good, Christina? Welcome. Hope you're having a good night. B-Wall, you better not be fuel checking AI. That's why part of the reason I stopped using it. Straight out of a coven? What kind of coven was going on tonight, Spotify? What kind of witchcraft was being practiced? You guys, BT Dubs, early returns. B-Wall saying nobody's gonna pick nachos. Maybe because it's first, B-Wall. But Elena's pointing out, same wavelength, Elena. Literally same wavelength. I was like, nachos are in big lead right now. No. Same wavelength, Elena. Big early lead for the nachos. Hello, Freya. Welcome. I hope you're having a good evening so far. Interesting, B-Wall. Now you're saying it's... What were you thinking when you said nobody's going to pick nachos, though? W9, let's go, Spotify. So far, I can't, speaking a little early. Absolutely, we went to Sunset Atlanta. In terms of... Yeah. I've probably had... In terms of at a restaurant, I might have had the Sunset nachos more than any nachos in any other restaurant. Yeah, I went there several times. For happy hour, I guess. Dodgers are already killing it in spring training. I hear you, B-Wall. I hear you. They're all similar, though. I guess in a way. I didn't. Now, B-Wall, you have me pull up the spring training records. Never mind. Even, I don't know. Yankees are killing it. Akib, if you check out the channel, we've released over 100 shorts, mainly sports. All the shorts are sports. So we start off as a sports-based channel. That's why I'm not venturing into other stuff so much. But we do talk about a lot of life stuff, life, music, culture. Just don't do politics. Because there are a billion places where you can go and hear somebody talking about politics. But this isn't one of them right now. LFG got the water on boil. Yeah, now B-Wall, you got me looking at the spring training. Dodgers are killing it. Uh-oh. So are the Yankees. So we'll see how much stock to put into the spring training numbers, guys. W Squad, appreciate you guys being here. JK, how are you doing, man? How's your day going? Appreciate you. How do you feel? What was it? What was the deal? Cavs saying Detroit isn't even in their class or something like that. Cavaliers are looking pretty good, JK. Are we believers yet? Let's see what sports are going on tonight. Probably some NBA. Sixers go on in about half an hour. Cleveland's playing Detroit right now. That's a big game. In Cleveland. Big game. Big game for the Cavs. See, I guess James Harden's playing through the injury, whatever injury he's got. Broken thumb. I saw, JK, those are the Mexico tickets I saw. I read that same article on ESPN. Those are for some games in Mexico. Well, is it bad, JK, to have hope? Got more hope than the Sixers do. And the Sixers, like, James Harden. Renewed. They also got Jose back. Jose's probably going to be a lifer, Jose Ramirez. Tigers are favored in that division, but I think the Cleveland's second. So, what's happened? How do I say that? Lazio? Cleveland plus hope equals a broken heart? What happens if you, like, mess with that equation, JK? What happens if you, like, subtract hope from both sides of the equation? What is hope? That means Cleveland is equal to a broken heart minus hope. I don't know. We'll have to work on the numbers there. I was thinking you came up with that good list idea, JK, so we could possibly work on that list tonight. Feza, welcome. I don't talk about politics. A lot of people talking about politics these days. A lot of places you can go to hear political talk. This is not one of them. What's good, Sage? I'm a little too not gonna fall for that stuff anymore. Appreciate you guys. No, Feza, not your bad. Not your bad. Appreciate you asking. I'm just laying the ground rules for the channel. Appreciate you asking. You don't have to. It's not your bad. Cleveland up on Detroit. Charlotte's looking pretty good this year too. Charlotte's almost back at 500, I think, in the last playoff spot. Flexing that hammer, B-Wall. Is that a business proposition, Baba? You offer me a business prop right now? I'm not necessarily opposed. I don't know. What's my role here? What part of the pyramid am I getting in on? The bottom? Daryl, what's good? What's good, Smarticus? Smarticus, you know we don't talk politics up in here. Hey, jeez. Jeez. Hey, Juliet, how are you doing? Appreciate you guys joining this evening. I think we'll start working on our list. Shout out JK. He came up with this idea. I think he put it not the star. Oh, God. A little bright, guys. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. Had a good day. Has having a good day. Shout out our whole squad. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate you, Daryl. I'm wearing flip-flops right now, Daryl. Hey, Clarks. How are you doing this evening? You like the poll question, Juliet. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the votes, guys. Nachos, though they were hated on, though they were hated on in an early lead. Is it due to primacy effect? The primacy effect? I don't know. Maybe. JK suggested this list. We'll work on this list for a little while on this stream, guys. I'm in flip-flops right now, Daryl. I don't wear sneakers in the house. Ideally. If I take... My bad, guys. Hornets playing the Mavs right now. Interesting. JK, this is your list. Appreciate the idea, man. Top 10 heartbeat players, not the heart, but the soul. JK, I thought heartbeat when I read what you were reading. When I read what you wrote. I thought heartbeat. You're the one that said not the star, but the soul. I don't know. I need to think on this. I just agreed that it was a good list, but I didn't think on it. How much of an overlap will it be to our last list, which was guys you want on your, or maybe that was our last bracket, guys you want on your team but hate as an opponent. I think it's a little different, but there might be some overlap. Thanks for all the votes, guys. Juliet was between a taco and a burrito. People only like street tacos? I don't know. It's Derek. I just thought of Derek Fisher. We put Derek Fisher on this list. Birria tacos. Appreciate you guys. Mod Squad in the house. Nachos are last, Juliet, but they can be done really well. It does depend on the mood. I hear you. Okay, so you're saying Dumars, JK, Joe Dumars? What's good, old white? What kind? Were you just at a coven, old white witch? How was the coven? Appreciate you guys. Spurs, Sixers tipping off momentarily. K-City is on the map. On the board. You can put it on the board, Elena. Cleveland still up on Detroit, right? Yeah. Uh-oh. All right, so we'll put Joe Dumars on the list. I was going to put Derek Fisher. Although we'll say / Big Shot Bob. I don't know which one of those teams. Steve Kerr. Appreciate you, Daryl. Appreciate all you guys. You guys are the best. I'm going to put Steve Kerr. You say Fisher over Big Shot Bob? JK? I don't know. What about that Bulls squad? I'm thinking NBA right now. Football's tough, like American football, you know. Appreciate that, Daryl. Football is tough because there's so many guys. You know, it's like defense. I guess what we could probably find some football guys. Just there's so many players on a team. It's probably more evident on a basketball team. I hear you, JK. I think you're right. And plus, like Derek Fisher, I think you're right. We'll say Derek Fisher. Fisher was all game long. Virtually, Daryl? Joe Dumars, Derek Fisher. Who else? Probably some baseball guys, too. Tyrann Mathieu from his LSU days. It's funny because I was describing Larry Bright. I've never heard of Larry Bright. Who was he? Larry Bird? We still live here, guy? I think we're live. I got you. Larry Bird. The thing is, he was the star of the team, though, Daryl. He was the star of that team. So that's why it's kind of tough for this list to put Larry Bird on it. I'm going to put Tyrann Mathieu on the list. Although he was a good player. Especially for his LSU days. Kasha, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good night as well. Thanks for being here. Tuesday evening. It's cold and rainy here, former Squad HQ. But we're having a great evening. Appreciate you joining. This is a good list for some hockey guys. I'll put I can think of several. Darcy Tucker. Shout out Toronto. Probably some hockey guys up in here too. I meant Flyers. I know I just said hockey. Take that, Dad. I know. Kyle Lowry? Kyle Lowry is a good one. Cash it. He was definitely he deserves a spot on this list. What's the guy's name? Darcy Tucker? Darcy Tucker? I think we're still live here, guys. Now, JK, I've never even heard. No, I'm not mad, Daryl. Why would I be mad? Darcy Tucker? JK, I've never even heard of that guy. What's good, Capcom? John Taylor, was he the wide receiver 2 on that squad? What's the guy's name? John Taylor. Really? Wide receiver 2. Yeah, so okay, JK, that's a good one. You Rogue. Let's be kind. Let's be kind, Rogue. Kasha, I didn't know that. That's surprising to hear. They booed Austin Matthews. Draymond, Rodman. I was thinking about putting those are two guys who were overlaps from the last list, B-Wall. Steven Adams? Is that who you mean, the Kiwi? Kasha, I'm no hockey expert. Ray Lewis was like kind of the star. B-Wall, you're rapid firing. But Cash, we know I'm no hockey expert, but just in terms of reading the body language, I think you're right. He doesn't look totally bought in. It's just too bad. And it's too bad they booed him. Is that I guess it does make sense. I think Draymond B-Wall more than Rodman. B-Doc, like the thing about Ray Lewis and B-Doc is they're kind of the stars of the defense. When you say Troy, do you mean Troy Vincent? Joker for MVP? Like Nikola Jokic? He could win it. I get it, Cash. I get it. It's hard to have Captain America playing for Toronto. I was reading about the history of the Maple Leafs and like the NHL and a little bit of that stuff. Like Manu's a good one. JK. Came off the bench too. Manu's probably the OP one. Came off the bench as well. I think Draymond goes on the list. Maybe, although certainly not the star of that team. Manu's one of the best in terms of skills, though. Manu's insanely good. Ginobili. I get it. Austin Matthews getting booed in Toronto. Yeah, I thought watching the Flyers Maple Leafs game last night that his body language was totally down. Missed the shootout in overtime. I'm just Wemby? You're saying Wemby for MVP? Yugos? Or what are you saying Wemby for? Wemby and the Spurs are playing the Sixers tonight? JR, I'll put him on here. I mean, he might have been borderline the star, but definitely some. I'll put him on. We'll put him on the list. But he might have borderlined on the star, right? Star of the squad. Let's go, Luke Robitaille. Tali. Good suggestions, guys. Appreciate you guys. I was thinking there's like a flyer. I'm trying to remember his name. He took like a puck to the face. I mean, guys in hockey who are taking pucks to the face. I mean, they're probably a lot of hockey guys probably deserve a spot on this list. You're right, JK. You're right. But we got it. We still got. I mean, we got 10. I'm all right with the 10. Could we come up with better ones? Sure. Ty Domi. How his son playing for? Is it with Ty with a E? He's Ty Domi. Put him on here. I mean, if Dan joins, he's going to be so upset with me. If Dan joins, he's going to be furious with me. Max Domi, does he deserve a spot on this list too? Dan's going to be furious. I'm trying to think. What flyer should be on here? K-Love? Was he the... Yeah, I think so. More than J.R. Smith, right? JK? All Leafs. Gotcha. It's good. It's all good. Like we said, it might be a little biased. T-Mac. Creed. You've never heard of Derek Fisher? Derek Fisher was a coach more recently as well. Yeah, more than JR for sure. We'll put Kevin Love on here. Manu Ginobili? You never heard of Manu Ginobili? I think he's a Hall of Famer. Creed? A T-Mac like Tracy McGrady? I don't know if I can put him on this list. He was... No Fisher? Why not? That's the whole point. He was on all of those teams. What about Steve Kerr? Do we put Steve Kerr on the list? Steven, what's for dinner tonight, bro? K-Love? All right, K-Love was a good one then. T-Mac, the thing about T-Mac Balkans, I don't know if we can put him on this list. He was the star of pretty much every team. Larry Bird? There's a second person saying Larry Bird up in here. Balkans. The thing is, he was like the star of stars, though. What about Jason Kidd? Jason Kelsey for the Eagles. Yeah, I've been struggling to put football guys on here, Cash. It is a good one. Definitely the heart. I mean, he is a borderline Hall of Famer, right? It's a good one. But we'll put him on here. But it's like, you can't be the star as the center of the football center. Jason Kidd, you think? I mean, he was also... But like maybe like that Mavericks team, Jason Kidd? What's good, Paula? Lovey, I'm coming at you live from... Jason Kelsey was a good suggestion, Kasha. Coming at you live from Philadelphia, where Jason Kelsey had his most famous Super Bowl speech. Super Bowl victory dub speech. Kid was the star in Jersey. It's true, Kasha. We got Tayshaun Prince. Was Tayshaun Prince the heart of that? I don't know. Maybe not Tayshaun Prince. You mean Magic Johnson, Balkans? Appreciate you guys. Good suggestions so far. Ty Domi. Do we put Max Domi on here too? I think there's a guy named like Delorier. Former Flyer. Took a puck to the Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence. Interesting, JK. Gong Worthy. Steven, what's good? Night Squad up in the house? You mean Tony P? Tony Parker? We do have Manu representing that team. I think Tony P. I'll put Dexter Lawrence on here, JK. Maybe some more offensive linemen would be good as well. Jason Kelsey had the spot. Appreciate you guys joining this evening. Thanks for being here, guys. Tony P on the Spurs. Udonis Haslem. That is a hate. In terms of this, JK, Udonis Haslem is, I think, fits the bill. Witten. We'll put Jason. Toughest. Kasha, have you watched our Jason Witten video? Toughest tight end ever? I didn't really realize how tough Jason Witten is. So those are two good suggestions, guys. Jason Witten and Udonis Haslem. Big Ben. Udonis Haslem still on the Heat, right? I love that. I totally forgot it. Without a hat. Shout out to the Cowboys radio announcer. Big Ben. I like your suggestions, Ugos. Thank you for all the suggestions. I'm gonna put Jason Kidd on here. I don't know. I'll put some of these guys on here. Keeps running without a hat. Without a hat. Kidd, Big Ben. I don't know. Big Ben was maybe like the Pouncey Bros, the Pouncey Brothers. What's the guy's name? Cameron Hayward. Kind of want to put Cameron Hayward on this list. He's been there for ever, and he's still amazing. Lamar Jackson. I don't know, Steven. Lamar's the star of the whole. Unfortunately, guys, our whole exercise tonight. Ernie Clement is, and catcher is a good position to look to. Catcher, that is a good point. Catcher is a good position to look to. The thing about Lamar Jackson. Wes Welker. JK, I won't hate on Wes Welker tonight, I promise. That's a good one. We'll put him on there. And Julian Edelman. Because they were kind of reincarnations of each other. Or as a player version. Carlos Ruiz. Ernie Clement. Alejandro Kirk. Henry. Carlos Ruiz is a great answer, Elena. Thank you for suggesting it. Chooch. Also Shane Victorino, kind of the same. Got showing our Philly bias. Only when we do this bracket, only one member of the 2008 Phillies will make this. Adam Wainwright. Let's go, Steven. Great pitcher. Most likely going to the Hall of Fame. I don't know. I haven't looked at it, but probably should. I hear you, Elena. Maybe Kevin Youkilis for those. I mean, there are other guys. Kevin Youkilis, Jason Varitek. What about Mike Rabel? A lot of these guys are probably turned into coaches too. Right, Casha? That's a great point. Adam Wainwright. Hall of Famer? Jim Thome. Let's go, JK. Jim Thome goes on every list. Definitely this one. He not Scott Rowland. Jim Thome more than Scott Rowland, for sure. Oscar Nash. Nash is a good one. He did win 2 MVPs, but they were debatable. Oscar Robertson. Legend. Jerry West. Kasha, yes, he was a star, but he also, like, he was a star that, like, I think it's a good suggestion, and I appreciate all the suggestions. Nash is a star. Canadian, right? Steve Nash? Easy. Our biases are showing up, maybe? No, just kidding. Terry Porter. Remind me about Terry Porter, JK? Jerry West, the logo, is a star, but was the heart and soul of the Lakers. Like, he's kind of like, if we'll do maybe one day we'll do Nash bet. He won MVP twice, Balkans. It's a great suggestion. Shaq will never let him live that down, because Steve Nash, great player, and was the leader of the Phoenix offense. Most exciting offense at the time. Okay, good one, JK. Yeah, I don't even. We'll put him on. Terry Porter. Clyde the Glide. What's good? MH? Tune back in for the morning stream. That's when I do the calisthenics. And I'll check it. That's when I do the calisthenics and aerobics. What are they called? John Stockton. JK, it is true. Is he the... John Stockton. If we put John Stockton on this list, we have to put Steve Nash on the list too. Mariano Rivera, greatest closer of all time. Trevor Hoffman. Now, going relievers is interesting with this, Stephen. Great closers. I think so, because it's like Mariano is a good answer. Is he too much of a... That's like the tough thing about tonight. It's the question is he too much of a star almost? You know, they're great suggestions. It's just that's the question I'm like, oh, he's more of a star, I keep saying. Is Mariano a star? They were a great team. Those Yankees teams. They had a lot of stars. Might come up before him. We'll put some of these guys on the list, guys. We'll see, we'll figure out who makes the cut when we make the bracket. But I'm going to thank you for all the suggestions. I'm going to put them on the list. Steve Nash. Sorry, because he is considered a star. I get it. For Mariano, JK, he's considered the best of all time, right? I mean, there's no better closer than Mariano Rivera. Yeah. I get it. And Cash, I hear you guys. And like I said, the committee, when we do this as a bracket form, we'll limit some of these stars. Not too much star power. Too much star power. He is your star. I hear that. Steve Nash. I get it. What was the guy's name? Thurman Munson? Is he too much of a star? Does he deserve a spot on this list? Chef Curry? We already have Draymond on this list. Balkans, he is a good one. It's just if we're that's like that's the problem with our question. And I mean, it's not a problem. It's not. It's the challenge with the question tonight. Craig Elo. See, JK, I'm gonna show my bias. I only know Elo for one famous play. Stephon Marbury. I don't know if he was ever considered the star, or I'm sorry, the heartbeat of the team. I hear he was a good player, right, JK? Brad Doherty was on that squad, I believe. I don't know. Any LeBron team? We got Udonis Haslem. That was a haymaker. Udonis Haslem. JK, you think Marbury makes it? Okay. I'll put him in here. It makes the list. Stephon Marbury. I remember, guys. I went to the Garden. Saw Stephon Marbury live. Andre Iguodala. I think we got to put Andre Iguodala on this list. I know we put Draymond on here, but Andre Iguodala, especially with some of the great plays that he made in those championship runs for Golden State. Maybe Eli Manning? Steven, I think Peyton. Maybe. I think they're too much star power. It's a good question. Maybe Eli? Peyton's just, he's in the Siakam, Pascal. That is a good one. He's a great player. Manning's definitely maybe Eli. They're not putting him in the Hall of Fame yet. I'll put Eli Manning. I'll put at least Eli on here. Peyton, I don't think I can put Peyton on here. Terry Holt. More than Torrey Holt. Okay, I was going to say Torrey Holt. More than Isaac Bruce. Shout out Greatest Show on Turf. I'll put Torrey Holt on this list. Torrey Holt. Gosh, for a different list, maybe? Top 10 vampires of sports? Guys, it was interesting. I think it was, we've had a lot of great momentum on this live stream this year. Appreciate everybody for joining the lives. One of the first polls I put up this year was, are vampires real? And it got like over 100 votes. It was like, I think our first big stream of the year. I think it was the are vampires real question. So I do have an affinity for vampires for that reason. God, it almost feels like that got momentum rolling. The question, are vampires real? What's good, Daniel? How are you doing? Thanks for joining. But I don't know, Kasha. Maybe we can put him. I'll put that one, because I'll add that to our backlog of lists to make. Top 10 soul suckers. Daniel, appreciate everybody joining tonight. Thanks for all the votes in the polls. Night here, former Squad Live HQ. Cold, rainy day, but spring is around the corner, guys. Baseball season underway shortly. Spring training well underway. March Madness. I think Selection Sunday is not until... Derek Brooks is a good one. Soul Suckers. Kyler Murray just got released. Well, Daniel, hope you can sleep soon. Appreciate you joining, man. I like Derek Brooks. Really good player. Are you saying the Leaf fan base are soul suckers, Kasha? Derek Brooks. It's a good list so far, guys. We got Joe Dumars. Started it off. Derek Fisher. D-Fish. Dexter Lawrence. Jason Witten. Iguodala. Siakam. Maybe need some more hockey, guys. Appreciate you guys joining. Don Mattingly. Donnie Baseball. I think. Carlos Baerga. I think I'm saying that right. Now I gotta remind myself on Carlos Baerga. Who he played for? Indians guy? All right, we'll put Donnie Baseball and Carlos Baerga. He was on those were some good Indians teams. D Wade? Well, that's kind of the point here, Daniel. These guys are not necessarily guys. These are not, if you see it says not the star, but the soul. Lamar Odom. I love that answer. Great answer with the vampire poll was momentous. It was, Elena. Elena, make sure you're live. Lamar Odom is a great answer. In terms of role players, which these guys could be considered, you probably do. He dated Khloe Kardashian, Daniel. Kind of went downhill after that, I believe. Great Scottie Pippen. Tacos and nachos look to be tied, Elena. I think you're right. Appreciate you guys for voting in the polls. Pippen was a bit of he was like a star, though. Wasn't he? Balkans? Plus, if we're picking from that Bulls team, I might pick Dennis Rodman over Pippen. B-Wall's back. What's good, bro? Lamar Odom was a great player. Probably got some more. All right, we'll put. Yeah, that's the thing, JK. Pippen made the top 50 all-time list. Is he a top? Yeah. Dan. Shrimp wraps with lobster sauce. Sounds great, B-Wall. Pippen does have 6 rings, right? He was on all those squads, all those Bulls teams in the 90s. But as JK points out, Balkans, it's just a little too much star power. When you're considered a top 50 player of all time, it's just a little too much star power. That's why it's like that's why Eli Manning can be on the list, but not Peyton, because Peyton's arguably top 50 all time. Dan, I'm sure Dan appreciate. Daniel, are you nominating yourself or Danny Wiz? That's awesome, Kasha. No, Daniel, don't say that. Don't say that, Danny Wiz. Yeah, we love all of our Dans, all of our Daniels. I'm not surprised either. That is a great Pride and Joy Heart Award. That's awesome. When I was thinking, it's like the heartbeat moment. Everything slows down. I'm going with cream spinach, guys. I'm not the biggest cream corn guy, probably. I might say no thank you. Great list so far tonight. Good thing Danny Wiz hasn't seen us have all these Maple Leafs on here. Chris Paul. I don't know if we should put Chris Paul on here. Mike Bibby. Jason Williams. Gosh, I think you're right. Mike, I like Mike Bibby. I'm gonna put both of those guys on here. Mike Bibby and Jason Williams. Great suggestions. Mike Bibby got elbowed in the face by Kobe Bryant. They didn't call it an offensive foul. That's a key scene from the 2002 Western Conference Finals Game 6. Our most watched video of all time. Muggsy Bogues. Love that. Love Muggsy. We still got to do Kasha, we still got to do your couple lists. You've got Muggsy Bogues. Still got to do the Monstars list. We have the other Kelsey on here, Daniel. Vlade Divac. We just love that Kings team, or I do. Vlade. Anybody could make that shot. It's just lucky shot. We do have Iguodala on here, B-Wall. We do have... Well, we've got his brother on here, Daniel. We've got his brother. Harry Kane. We definitely need some more football players. I'm going to put John Terry. I'm putting John Terry. I'll put Harry. Harry Kane does have a lot of star power, though, Steven. He's like considered one of the best strikers, right? Yeah. Patty Bevs. Yeah, Kane it's a great suggestion, Steven, but I think he's too much of a star. Might put John Terry on this list. Chelsea throwback, John Terry. JJ? No. Nope. Sorry. Not sorry. Rasheed Wallace. It's a good suggestion. Zaza Pachulia? B-Wall? I can't put him on this list. Dirty. Christian is greater than Edge? No. No, Kasha. Nope. The reason that's totally my bias. I mean, he was on those the Sixers teams that had the best shot was the team that had J.J. Redick, Jimmy Butler, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons. Chauncey Billups is a good answer. No, J.J., no. How many big shots did he hit in his career? Sorry, J.J. Great shooter. Great shooter. Hart? Steve Kerr? I did show out Steve Kerr earlier. Iverson? Paxson? Manute Bol. Well, Cash, I mean, like when it came down to it, at least when I watched them on the Sixers, he didn't like he hits the shots in the second quarter. In the fourth quarter, different story. A little different story there. I'd rather name a car. I'd rather name an edit for a car. If I make that deal. Kobe, Kobe is Steven is a great suggestion. Kobe is, but I just can't put Kobe on this list. He's the star of stars. He's Mount Rushmore of NBA stars. DeMar DeRozan. You ain't got no love for DeMar DeRozan still, Kasha? I guess that makes sense. It's like I wouldn't understand that coming from my situation, but you know. Manute Bol. What about Bol? I'll put definitely Chauncey Billups. I mean, Rasheed Wallace. We'll see how many of these guys end up making the list. Marcus Smart. Wayne Rooney? A bit of a star, though, too, right? JK, why'd you say Christian better than Edge? Well, definitely gonna put Marcus Smart on Christian. Definitely gonna put Marcus Smart on here. I mean, he's been that way since he came into the league. I'll put Wayne Rooney on this, but he might not make the cut because of too much star power. But hey, that's the story of this list. Gronk, B-Wall, star power. Gronk. He's like he's the best tight end of all time. Maybe him. I mean, he's probably better than Tony Gonzalez. Aaron Hernandez he doesn't go on any list. JK. I do have Edelman on here. B-Wall. Like that's the thing. Exactly. Like we do have Edelman. Like we have Edelman on here somewhere. Wes Welker and Julian Edelman. What's good, Cram? Brad K. I'll put him on the list, Steven. Thanks for all the suggestions, man. Brad K. What sport does he play? Maybe I know. What's good, Cram? I think we're live. Pretty sure this is real life. We're discussing top 10 heartbeat players. Not the heart, not the star, but the soul. Jameis Winston. Brad K. Brad Keselowski. Right? I think that we'll put Brad K on the list, Steven. Chase Elliott. We were talking Chase Elliott. Was that today? Yesterday, this morning. Jameis Winston's got to go on here. He's still out there being the heartbeat. Appreciate you, Ava. Thank you for the support. This list is... Appreciate you supporting. Definitely got to put Jameis Winston on here. Gotcha. You think so? Ava is gonna win if she. Ava. Justice for Jameis. That's the thing, Ava. There are some stipulations, guys. Appreciate you guys being here. Let's see how are the sports turning out tonight. What's kind of sports we got going on? JJ Redick not on this list. Well, that sounds like fun, Ava. We can't put you on the list because these are all professional sports players. So thank you for the support and for the comments. But we can't put your name on the list. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I appreciate the suggestion. You don't have to apologize to me. Sixers look like they're down early to the Spurs. Down 9. Start early second quarter. Jalen Harper killing it off the bench. No Embiid. Sixers struggling. I'll put Caitlin Clark on the list. She is a bit of a star, Ava, but hey, I like the suggestion. I'll put her on the list. She is a heartbeat type of player. Plays with a lot of heart. B-Wall saying she's not. JK wants a spot on the list. Pickleball, heart and soul of the pickleball list. When I said she's a bit of a star. I know, yeah, she's a star. She's a star, no doubt. I spelled Caitlin wrong. You're right, I did. Daniel, No spamming, B-Wall. Butterbeans. Tom Brady. Guys, try to be nice. Try to be nice. Got it? Got it, guys? They're not. None of those are going on the list. I'm with you. Steven, I'm with you, bro. Tom Brady is too much of a star. 100%. He won our last bracket, guys. Right? Yeah. Tom Brady won our last bracket. So he that's another disqualification. If you win the last bracket, you can't be on the next one. It's a new rule. B-Wall, there's no, just because she's on the list doesn't mean she's going to be in the bracket. Just so you know. I've said that. I'm showing my appreciation for the suggestions. I appreciate all the suggestions so much. Like I said, the committee's got a tough job. Thankless, apparently. Thankless job, but hey, we'll do it anyway. Pat Mahomes, LaMelo Ball, Jared Goff, Paige Buchers, Tom Brady, Angel Reese. Which suggestions, B-Wall? I think I gave you a reason for every one. I gave you a reason for every one. Like I said, I don't know about Ava. Appreciate the suggestions. I think all of those guys. Yeah, see, Ava, that as B-Wall points out, we're looking for more players who maybe fly a little under the radar. Who's that, JK? As B-Wall is right to point out, we're looking for players that fly a little under the radar, maybe. Because our exercise tonight is not the star, but the soul. Heartbeat players. That's what we're looking for. Chris Sale. Interesting, Gasha. It's a good point. Javi Kid Stardust? I'll put Javi Hernandez on there. It's a tough, guys. This is a tough. Appreciate the suggestions, everyone, so much. It's a tough exercise we got going. I mean, we should be proud of ourselves for dealing with these. This is a tough exercise. Okay, JK. I'm like, I don't even know. It's like, I mean, it's tough because everyone goes up against the same, at least in right now, except for Caitlin Clark, maybe. Although there's some Pete Maravich. Now, Balkans, you're just going after my heart right there. He's going on the list. Appreciate you. Maybe too much of a star, but an underrated star nonetheless. Pistol. Edison Cavani. Yeah, Elena, that's a good point. Somebody who brings really good energy to the team. Pete Maravich. Xavi Hernandez. Appreciate you guys being here. Butterbeans. Appreciate you, Ava. I'm trying to explain. Like, for example, on this list, it's a tough one. For example, Derek Fisher, right? Joe Dumars was a little before my time. Derek Fisher was on the teams that had Kobe and Shaq on it. Right, guys? And he wasn't considered the star by any means, but he was an integral part of that team and a leader on that team. And a veteran who was respected on that team. Does that make a little more sense? So he's not in the Hall of Fame. He didn't have any commercials. Bobby Richardson, what sport is that? Like, I'm going to put, I don't know, Lance Stevenson on this list. I'll put Bobby Richardson on here. Bobby Richardson, baseball? He's going on the list, even. Before my time. Let's go. Chuck Knobloch. Should we put Mike Modano? You know the question I'm going to ask, JK. Anthony Munoz, lady, he's like what? He's like top 15 all time on the NFL's top 100 players. What's our Toronto bias? What's our Toronto bias? Ain't got none. Mike Modano. I'll put Bobby Richardson, Mike Modano. I'm just saying, Mike Modano. If he's a hockey guy and I know him, he might be a star. I know he played for the Dallas Stars. Mike Tyson. I don't know what phone I have, Ava. I think it's a 14. iPhone 14. You're right, Elena. Defense is a little more unheralded in football. The thing about Anthony Munoz is, yes, he's like considered one of, if not the best offensive tackle of all time. I think, like I said, Ava, I think it's an iPhone 14. Not sure. Welcome, Sandhya. I don't know Holly, but happy Holly to you. Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis is a good one, Elena. We'll put him on the list. Our prayers go out to you. Appreciate you guys for joining tonight. All right, guys. We're probably going to put our way our list. If you guys think of anything more, let me know. Let me know. So that's it for the list tonight. Yes, Ava? Appreciate you guys being here tonight. Dope stream. Dope week of live streaming. Week year. No more Toronto bias. Now, Marcus Stroman and Fred VanVleet is a good one. I've been a fan of Fred VanVleet since his Wichita State days. I'm with you, Kasha. Me too, Ava. Ray Allen. Ray Allen is a good one. Mike Modano. I like Fred VanVleet. I'll put him on here. All right. I think I do know what it is, Sandhya. I think I do know what it is. It's like a celebration, right? Of colors. Ava, you don't have to apologize. Appreciate you being here tonight, guys. Came up with a good list. How's our how are the sports going this evening? It's like a colorful celebration, right, fam? Ava, I go live every single day. Spurs are destroying the Sixers right now. Destroying. They're up by 20. Poor Sixers are... Really, B-Wall? Ava, I go live every day. I do 2 streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I stream every other day, weekdays, around 9:30, 10 a.m. Go live for about 3 to 4 hours. JK, we got to get to Mexico, right? For that? Cleveland up 10. I know Virat Kohli, of course. One of the GOATs. Clemson, North Carolina in a close game. Stephen, tournament's coming up soon. Going to have to watch more college basketball. I go live Thursday evenings around this time as well, guys. Yeah, really close game. Down to the wire. Clemson looks... I guess Clemson is good. Clemson looks pretty good. What's good, Junior? Guys, I'm coming at you live from Pennsylvania. That's why we've been talking about Philly stuff maybe a little bit. Philly teams. JK, órale. Viajamos a México. No more, no more. We're seeding, where maple leaves are spreading, maple trees growing around. This game's coming down to the wire. Jeez, Texas Tech's gonna lose? Gosh, you're poaching? I don't curse on here. I try to keep it appropriate, guys. Texas Tech is losing to TCU. Wow, I wonder if is Jamie Dixon. Anybody know? Is Jamie Dixon still the coach at TCU?
All returns, $150 all in, no surprises. Now this is taxes.
Anybody know? Jamie Dixon was the coach at Pitt when I was there. Yeah, he's still at TCU. Wow. What's up, Dev? How you been, bro? Happy Holly to you as well. How are we celebrating, guys? Is it a one-day thing? Doing well tonight, Dev. Thanks for asking. Having a great evening. Appreciate you guys being here. on our live stream, Former Squad Live. Let's take a look at it. The poll. Nachos are going to win. Happy Purim. It's a 2-day festival. Trey Hendrickson, you got it, Steven? My favorite sport's probably basketball, guys. Basketball, baseball. Well, hope you have a good time at class, Dev. Hope that class goes well. 2 days in the north. Thanks for sharing with me, guys. Sharing this knowledge. Got Trey Hendrickson on the list, Steven. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. Let's see how those games turn out. Clemson, game's not over yet. Texas Tech's going to lose to TCU. Love that. Go TCU. Good morning to you, Amor. I hope you have a good day ahead of you, guys. I hope you have a good day ahead of you. UNC. About to win? Maybe? Clemson's, I guess, drawing up a play. Still ELE. What's good, Bad App? It's nighttime here. Yeah, it's night stream. Night stream Former Squad Live. Lots of NIL cash in Texas. Dan Flynn. Texas Tech. Houston, Texas Tech. I think Texas is on the bubble, though. Right? UT? Well, good morning to you, Bad App. Ava, I'll let you make that decision. I don't do anything inappropriate on stream. I don't curse. So you can make that decision on your own. Or have your parents watch and have them make the decision. Not many streamers will say that. No Bad App. I go live a couple times a week, couple nights a week here, Former Squad Live. Yeah, show your parents, Ava. Let me know. Let them, keep it a pro for the most part. Who's that? Never heard of him? Night Squad represent. Appreciate you being here. You as well, Kasha. Have a great night. Thank you for being here. Guys, it is cold and rainy out. See, I don't know. Do you guys, this is another, maybe we're going to end this poll. We're going to start a new poll. JK, yeah, see? We're pretty good. Dak, what's good, man? Pennsylvania, United States. Cold and rainy, but it's warming up. Kasha, thank you for being here. Appreciate it so much. Have a great night, guys. I'm not going anywhere yet. We'll be on for a little while longer. W Squad. Now, this is a... Jack likes tacos. Nachos won, Dan. Nachos, we had people up in here saying, B-Wall was saying, Not why have nachos on the list? It's not nobody's gonna pick nachos. Nachos won. I like tacos too. Gosh, it'd be all good. Appreciate you, Zach. Have a great night, man. Nachos not portable, JK. I know. All right, guys, this is just for early returns. I mean, we might do this later. Might do this poll again. I'm just curious what people think on this one here. What is the best season for sleeping? Like, strictly thinking about sleeping. I know, I'm not trying. This is not an ASMR stream. Not a nighttime stream. Terry Davis. I don't know who Terry Davis is. Zach, appreciate you. Now, that's the thing. I love the warmer weather, and personally, I actually enjoy warm nights. I know that's... A lot of people like being cold at night and, like, sleeping in a blanket. Something about going outside at night and it's warm. Like, not too warm, but, like, kind of warm. I just love it. I guess maybe because of the time of year. Outside sleeping. Have a good night, Ava. Thank you for being here. W squad, guys. Looks like North Carolina got the dub. TCU just got the dub. Terry Davis. Never heard of him? Is he what does he do? Oh, I heard of this guy. You think I look like Terry Davis? Maybe somebody said that, but I don't know if I'd heard of this guy. Yeah. Wow. I have heard of him. Never said, I don't think anybody ever said I looked like him before, but hey, I'll take it. Appreciate it. Spurs just killing the Sixers. Outside, okay, JK. So JK, are you big on the camping? Camping in what, like a tent? I gotta go camping more, guys. I guess I didn't list the season's Cleveland style, JK. What are we approaching the mud season? Mud, mosquitoes, construction, winter, something like that. Interesting. Oh, that's JK. That's probably awesome. It's mud right now. I live where I live's like relatively high up in in the local geography. The amount of water I see flowing downstream, it's a lot. Ton of water out there right now. All the snow's melting. So, I can see why it's mud right now. Sixers just getting destroyed. Destroyed by the... This is a good call. JK. Man, I hope not. Cavs are in a close game right now. This looks like a pretty good game right here. Going down to the wire. I don't love that they got Dennis Schroeder on the squad. It is Jason Tatum's birthday today. Happy birthday to Jason Tatum. The Celtics. Hope equals heartbreak. That's true, JK. That's actually, that was the better. Here I am. I'm like trying to subtract hope from both sides. Should have just subtracted Cleveland. That's a great. I'm going to work on that mathematical equation. That was a great. I don't know. There's a lot. The Eastern Conference is shaping up. Like with Dennis Schroeder's a good thing Cash is gone. She'd be like, yeah, no disrespect for. Okay, Dennis Schroeder. I thought he was German. I don't know. Hopium. Dangerous drug. Germany. It is going to be interesting watching like the Olympics next time with the basketball. I mean, I know Team USA is going to be the favorites, but it's probably going to get harder and harder for them to run away with it every year. Like now, you got the world's side in the All-Star game now. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how good Cleveland does this year. Entice LeBron to joining. And now, JK, I think it would be, not going to lie, I think it would be awesome if, wow, and I love that. I see, it's an interesting call. Drazen Petrovic. R.I.P. I believe. Croatian star. Bring back Shaq. Steven, we got to be making more Shaq videos. You're right. I hear you, JK. I know. I'm just starting to think about all the international stars that are in the NBA now. What's good? Bisma, welcome. Thinking about all the international stars. It's like it's gonna just keep getting harder. Spurs up by 30 at half. 30. It's hard to. I'm coming at you live from Pennsylvania, United States. Bisma, hope you're having a good day so far. OKC only up 1 on the Bulls. The Bulls didn't win a game in February, I believe. I think they just won their first game in a long time. The Bulls just won their. Appreciate you joining from Pakistan. Brooklyn's getting destroyed by Miami. Jeez, the Bulls didn't win. They lost how many straight is that? 11 straight? It is over. JK. I gotta go check out the Drazen Petrovic highlights. I've heard of Drazen Petrovic. Bucket getter. Looking almost on his way to a quadruple double, Juliet. So, Balkans, you think OKC's going to be the champion this year? Bisma, you start telling me to do something or not do something? I don't know, Bisma. Welcome, though. Hope you're having a good night so far. Good day. Wemby had 7 points, 5 rebounds. Yeah. I don't know. It is rare. I was having this discussion with my father today. He's big on the Spurs. He's all about the Spurs. And I'm just saying, now I've been on the Spurs. If you go back to November, I forget which stream it was, I did say that the Spurs are going to the Western Conference Finals in November. It's not even that bold of a call, I don't think, guys. Back in November, I didn't even think that. Wemby is 100% a future MVP ball, Ugos, I believe. I'm with you on that one. But the thing about the NBA is it's very rare that the young superstar wins it all, wins the title. They usually have to take some lumps first. Now, Wemby, I don't even think he's been to the playoffs yet. I'm not sure about. I don't think so. I think this is their first big step forward. Maybe they went to the playoffs last year. I'm a little foggy. But this would be their first shot at it, and it's just super rare. Like Dan Flynn, exactly. A year early. I'm not saying it'll never happen. It will probably happen with it, but I think it's usually the older veteran squads are the ones that succeed in the NBA in the playoffs. OKC, I know they're going through some struggles recently, including tonight. They're tied. They're down 1. Lou Alcindor won as a rookie for the Bucks. Yes, but that was 50 something. I'm saying recently. How about recently? OKC last year, but they had a several year build, JK. I'm with you, but they were, I would say they had a set. Didn't they go like I think they've been building. Like, for example, 23-24. They were 100-1 odds to win the championship, the Thunder. And they were first place in the West. And they lost in the conference semifinals. I'm with you. I'm 100% with you, JK. It is a good counter to the point that I'm making. Yeah, but he hasn't been. But Wemby hasn't. Like, the thing is, the Thunder, they were the number 1 seed in the West, and then they lost. Like, that counts as a lump. Like I'm saying, you got to take your lumps first. Got to build those reps, and then they won it the next year. So they didn't take many lumps, but Wemby hasn't taken any in the playoffs. Hasn't taken any else, I'm pretty sure. Well, and as Dan Flint, I mean, you're pointing out, the West is stacked. You've got Joker in the Nuggets, KD Burners, OKC, Wemby in the Spurs, and also, who else did I not even mention? You got other squads that have the Timberwolves. I think the Timberwolves have a shot. I'm a big Anthony Edwards fan. I think they've got a shot. So it's tough. I think the Spurs are great. Wemby's great, but I picked them to go to the Clippers are number 5. I don't think so, Juliet. I don't think so. Who's your favorite? Ugos? Roger, welcome. Hope you're having a good day so far. Appreciate you guys joining tonight. Balkans, who's your favorite player? Thunder are going to pull that game out, it looks like, guys. They're up again, but it's still at 47-15. Celtics are dangerous, Steven. They're super dangerous. I mean, they're actually, I looked at it today and I was surprised, Steven. They are the favorites to win the Eastern Conference. I think because they're doing really well. And they're Jason Tatum, shout out Jason Tatum. It is his birthday today. People think adding Jason Tatum, and they've won, and talk about they've won it before. Peyton Pritchard, Juliet. Interesting, JK. Now you're disagreeing with our boy. What's good, Smarty? Good morning to you. Zeus up in the chat. You're saying Celtics. I think it's possible. My pick to win the East is my pick for the Eastern Conference Finals. You can go back on the stream. I forget. I'll locate it, especially if it turns out to be true. My OG call was the Raptors and Pistons. So I'm sticking with the Pistons. Maybe might change from the Raptors, but I don't think the Celtics are impossible. Welcome, Zeus. Ava, thanks for being here. I do like church bells. I agree Kawhi is a top 3 player. Appreciate you. Have a good night, Ava. Thank you. You as well. Appreciate you guys being here. Raptors, another good game going on tonight. We got the Raptors Knicks. Yugos, you think the Pistons are okay? I was surprised. They're a little hated on right now. I mean, they're behind the Celtics and the Cavs in terms of favorites. And then they're kind of tied with the Knicks. JK. Top car. Is that what it was? Was that the side business? Car washes? I didn't know that. I got Ballmer running side businesses. So who you got, Yugos? Did you say you got OKC? Yeah, I mean, I talked to my father earlier today. He was giving me criticism of my no young guys win the championship theory. He pointed out Magic Johnson and now Lou Alcindor. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, JK. I'll say Caitlin Clark is my favorite WNBA player, and then current NBA player, I don't know, maybe Anthony Edwards. Not Joel. I mean, nah, maybe Joel Embiid. Nah. Ant-Man. It was a car. Was it actually a car wash, JK? I didn't know it was a car wash. I mean, I heard about the whole side business thing, like they were paying him under the table. The good choices, Ava? Knicks losing in the playoffs. Stephen A. Mike Greenberg. They didn't really make any moves at the deadline. I mean, they have a good squad. They beat the... No, Ava, please. No, I can't give out my phone number. I can't give out any personal info. I'm here on the live stream. I can't give out any personal info. Well, JK, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what if the Cavs? I'm rooting for the. Don't think I finished this thought. Like, I'm rooting for the Cavs to win the championship and then the Ball to come back next year. Is that terrible? Is that terrible? Like, after Cleveland's already won? Although, who knows? They might go back to back. Hey, you guys deserve it. It's been a while. It's been a while since I graduated high school. What was the song of the year? I don't know. Chris Brown was popular. Lil Tunechi, Lil Wayne was one of the biggest stars on earth. Appreciate you guys joining tonight. Sixers down 25 at half. We'll see if they can make a comeback. It's doubtful. Memphis up on the... I've been hyping the Timberwolves. They're losing tonight. Good game with the Raptors. Raptors-Knicks going on right now. Oscar, why stream? Because I started a YouTube channel, and I figured I should start streaming. TikTok by Kesha. Wow, did that come out the year? That came out the year I graduated? Appreciate you guys being here tonight. We are going to end the stream pretty soon here. What song is that, Steven? Hit him. At least it's a banger, JK. That's a banger? Appreciate you guys being here tonight. We did make a really great list. We'll be back on the live streaming tomorrow. Day stream. Back to the night stream on Thursday night, guys. Appreciate everybody joining the live stream. Contributing. Supporting means a lot. You guys are the best. Great discussion tonight. Great stream. I'm going to be back on tomorrow. Wheels on. Let's go, JK. My name is Nick. Ava, nice to meet you. Thanks for being here tonight. Guys, best squad ever. You guys are the best. And we will talk soon, guys. So, appreciate everyone. Peace out. Have a great night, you guys. Night squad up in the house. And we'll talk soon, guys. So, peace out.